Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another new episode of Sports Newsflash at 12 with your weekend sports anchor, Mike Medina. I'm grateful and thankful to be born in the USA. I'm grateful to be an American. And I just love this baseball jersey. I love it. I love it. I love everything about it. Um, yeah, yeah. A lot of things has been happening in sports lately. Manny Pacquiao. I love Pac-Man. In my opinion, he is the most exciting boxing fighter since Muhammad Ali, and that's a big statement coming from me. In my lifetime, he's the most exciting boxer I've ever seen. But really, 46 years old, coming back out of retirement after 4 year absence. Uh, Manny, Manny, Manny. Why will you put yourself through this? Why? 46 years old, you've done it all. Future Hall of Famer. Well, he's on his way to the Hall of Fame. But come on, man. Come on. Come on. Hang it up. Hang it up. You don't have to prove nothing to anyone. There's nothing left to prove. You've done it all. I hate to this. Well, I'm not gonna say hate. Take that back. It still bothers me to see him get knocked out the way he did against Juan Manuel Marquez back in 2012. I believe how the judges would have been fair in the third fight. That fourth fight would have never happened, and we would have never seen Manny Pacquiao get knocked out. As a Manny Pacquiao fan, that was tough for me to watch it because I saw that fight live in my sister's house. And I just remember the memes on social media, especially Instagram. It was like wildfire. That didn't stop him from persevering, but in my opinion, I feel like that was the beginning of the end for Manny Pacquiao. But what I saw him do from 2008 through 2011, that was astonishing. I say 2008 through 2011 because those were the years that I really followed him a lot. Him coming back to fight, for whatever his reasons are, all I can say is, Manny, protect yourself. Be very careful. Moving on to the next topic. The Lakers are planning to sign former Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart. Obviously, his time with the Washington Wizards didn't go as planned. The Lakers are trying to really build a title roster. You know, you have Luka there. They added DeAndre Ayton. So they're trying to bolster the roster in order to compete for a title. But I don't feel like they're nowhere near ready to compete for a championship yet. Marcus Smart, I feel like after his tenure with the Celtics, it hasn't been the same for him. And he's had bad luck. And he had to watch his former team win a championship back in 2024. He wasn't there with Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown to win it all because he was a homegrown player for the Celtics. But after his time with the Celtics, it hasn't been the same for him. Can he stay healthy? Can he be productive with the Lakers? We shall see. In other news, David Wright, Mr. Met, Mr. Longevity, um, he got his jersey retired yesterday before the Cincinnati Reds Mets game, in which the Mets would end up losing 5-2, and Juan Soto almost tied the game with a 3-run home run. But David Wright, man, he's one of those players that he's very tough not to like. I still remember when he made his debut in 2004, and man, when David Wright was healthy in his prime, he was a force, especially when talking about 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. But those injuries, man, they ruined what could have been a potential trip to Cooperstown. I feel like he could have accomplished so much in this game had it not been for injuries. And he accomplished a lot, but he could have accomplished so much more had he stayed healthy. I feel like 2006 was his best chance to win a championship with the Mets. He was there in 2015 when they made a run to the World Series. And I'll never forget that epic home run in Game 3 in the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. But this was David Wright past his prime, with the back injuries and everything else he had to go through. I'll never forget that one-handed catch. That was just one of the most amazing defensive plays I've ever seen by an infielder. He was a great captain for the Mets. Great captain. He's one of my all-time Met favorites. I'll put him up there in terms of my favorite Mets with Mike Piazza, Edgardo Alfonso, Keith Hernandez, Jose Reyes. And I'll even include Pete Alonso there. Whether this is his final season with the Mets or not, he's going to go down as one of my top 10 favorite Met players of all time. And I think Francisco Lindor would join that list as well. But David Wright has meant so much to the Mets organization. A very beloved player. And it was a privilege and an honor to have followed him throughout his entire career. Wow, 21 years ago. Remember him making his debut. He was nervous. You could tell that he was nervous. His family was there. But he showed tremendous leadership from the beginning. So congratulations to David Wright on this incredible honor at Citi Field. And let's see what else we're gonna see from him in the future. Because I'm always interested to see players on what they do life after baseball. But he's a Met for life. Met for life, and he means so much to the organization. Last but not least, Scottie Scheffler. He currently leads the leaderboard for this weekend's Open Championship. If he wins today's round 4, he'll become one of the few golf players to have won all the Masters, the PGA, Open Championship before the age of 30, joining Tiger Woods, Jack Nicholson, and I think and Gary Player. There we go. I think he'll become the 4th golfer to reach all of those goals before the age of 30, which is mind blowing. I like Scottie Scheffler, great talent. He's a man of faith, just like I am. And I know that his comments lately, some people, you know, took it the other way. Some people understood. Basically, it was basically about happiness and fulfillment in terms of winning championships and things like that. Scottie Scheffler is just the guy that, okay, at the moment I could win this, but that moment will go away at some point. For some athletes, it will last a lifetime. But hey, everybody's different. I personally understood where he was coming from. It was a great testimony, in my opinion. And let's see if he could pull off the victory today. The the competition starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So let's see. Let's see if he can hang on to win. I believe he's gonna win because I can never bet against Scottie Scheffler. He's the #1 golf player in the world for a reason. Sure, it'll be great to see other golfers win, but hey, when you're on a mission, you're on a mission. And that concludes this episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, you guys give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, be safe. And may God bless each and every one of you. Take care.